Don't forget, Saturday, ABC brings you the NASCAR Nationwide Series. It's the Aaron's 312. They'll be at Talladega. The coverage begins with NASCAR Countdown at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. For more, just log on to ESPN.com. You're looking at the battle for second place here at the streets of Long Beach. And I should say, let me correct myself, it's the battle for third, as we got Willpower in front of Montigny, Tagliani, and Dominguez. And that's Dominguez all over the back wing of Alex Tagliani. And the time is running down, 9 minutes and 42 seconds. Let's get more from Jamie Little.
Well, guys, what a run for Mario Dominguez. You know, he started 16th, or he's worked his way up. He started 10th, actually. He's worked his way through the field. A big day for Pacific Coast Motorsports. You know, this is a second-year team, and they're expected to make a big announcement next week that will involve their participation with one team in the IndyCar Series. They haven't announced their driver yet, but I have a feeling that this man, Mario Dominguez, will be at the Indy 500. Stay tuned next week for more on that. So, great run for him right now. Mario Dominguez running fourth. Marty?
All right, thanks a lot, Jamie. As the laps and time continues to dwindle down, 9 minutes and 2 seconds. You aren't going to believe who has just slipped into our booth. All the way from Japan, the champagne is dry. That's right, Danica Patrick is going to join us. Say hi to everybody, we're on camera. We'll talk to her when we come back in our very cramped quarters here in Long Beach. Well, if you've been in a cave or stuck on the space shuttle and the space station, you may not know that Danica Patrick did this with 3 laps to go, passing Helio Castroneves, picks up her first career IndyCar win. I think Mom's lungs were going to explode right there, and there is the emotion of the victory as it was 50 starts. And that's a great photo right there. And she has joined us here in our booth, and there she is. And you look none the worse for wear.
Thanks. Well, this is what 20 minutes of freshening up does as you come straight from an airplane from Japan. So, yeah, that was funny actually to see Mom, because I did a live shot for ESPN from the track, and you know, they do a little clip before, and all I heard was shrieking, and then they said, that's your mother. You know, they said, your mother, she has an excuse, it's your mother. And now I get to see it. She claims she didn't squeal.
Oh, she did. She did. And you've now seen it. Tell me about it. What's been the trip like back? Has it all sunk in?
You know, yes and no. I mean, you know, I think that big relief finally came off, but, you know, I think that, you know, the next, you know, week and then few months are probably going to be what really starts to unfold everything and see some stuff happening. So, what a relief, though. You know, it's just a long time coming. You guys have been around for it, so it was actually, it started in Japan 3 years ago. I qualified on the front row, and they were showing repeats of all the races, and it showed me, you know, on the green flag, passing Sam around the outside of 1 and 2 and took the lead and led for a while, and, you know, that was kind of the start of everything. So I guess it's only fitting that it ends there, and it was, you know, it's always great. It's great to win for Honda for sure there, and, you know, all the team, but, you know, the win is the win.
Let me point out, the battle we're watching on the racetrack is 4th, 5th, and 6th. Tagliani, Bernoldi, and Pereira. You'll be able to keep that. That's the best action we have going on the track, but obviously the attention, because of the historic event, I mean, it has been everywhere, not just SportsCenter. I mean, not just the sports page, front page on a lot of papers. Can you believe it?
Again, yes and no. I think that, you know, I expect to win. That's what I'm paid to do. I'm a driver that's you know, that's supposed to go out there and get victories for my team and for everybody. But you know, I did always believe that it would be big when it happened. And for me, it was, you know, it was a matter of time, and it was like, when is it going to happen? And I'm not going to lie, I was definitely getting a little frustrated and thinking, you know, I believe in myself. I know I can win races, but like, when? You know, when's it really just going to happen? And so, whew.
All right, stay with us. We have got to take one more break before we go to the checkered flag on the Champ Car finale, the end of one era, and as you can see right next to it, the beginning of another. And we're back here at the streets of Long Beach as Will Power is in front of Montigny by 4.7 seconds, and then it's 17 seconds back to Mario Dominguez in his battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th with Alex Tagliani and Enrique Bernoldi. And joining us in our booth is the winner of last night's race from Motegi, Japan. And Jack Arute, I have to say this, he actually beat you back, so you did lose something. He got here to the racetrack before you did.
I think that there was a 5 o'clock flight and we were on like a 7:10 flight. So
that's the only thing you lost. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, it was me and the family and Dan and Scott Dixon. Weldon
hey guys,
and Dixon were on there too.
Guys, it's the only time I'll ever get a chance to beat DP.
That's for sure, Jack, because we've seen you climb over walls and it just doesn't look pretty.
Jack, are you as tired as I am?
I should say no, but yes.
Take a look. The brake's locking up as we've got action out on the track as the battle continues here, as time continues to wind down. 3 minutes remaining. Will Power is in control of this race. Take a look at what's going out here. This is the future of half of the sport, because we've got 9 guys and apparently 10 with Pacific Coast Motorsports coming up with a big announcement next week. And you're going to be racing out there next year.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. We're going to be all racing together in not very long, I think. So, I think it's going to be a great turnout for Indy. I think it's going to be really good. Bump day is going to be really bump day now, I think. It's going to be exciting for the fans, for sure.
This is your first time you actually participated in the Pro Celebrity Race. You've been here before.
And I raced Atlantic here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
right.
It's a great place. It's a great venue. It's a great track. There's a lot of places to pass. So I'm glad that we'll be coming back here.
That was Oriol Servia making a move. Scott?
Andretti Green has a lot of, the Andretti's have a lot of history here at Long Beach, so when you return here next year with the Andretti Green team, maybe a little bit of pressure to do well here?
There's always pressure. I think that for me, street racing has been something that I thought that when I came into IndyCar, it would be like street racing, I'd probably do the best, and then the road courses, and then the ovals, and probably then the short ovals, and to be honest, it's probably flip-flopped completely. And I really enjoy the short ovals. I love the oval racing. I think it's a lot of fun. And then I've finally kind of gotten in the swing of the road courses, but the street courses now are something that I just haven't gotten on with it as well as I wish I would have. And so yeah, there's always pressure to do well, but pressure for me to get better at these street courses. There's a lot of them.
I will tell you that I stood on the outside of turn 1 at Milwaukee the other year and watched you drive a car that was not handling very well, and I looked at that and I thought, this girl can drive a race car as good as any guy, because the back end was hanging out and you kept your foot into it, and I stood there and went, wow.
Well, the first year was probably, well, thank you very much. That's very kind. It was the first year we had traction control, and I was running behind Kanan and Franchitti, and I was really leaning into the traction control, and I would basically lift when it kicked in. I'd just keep on the throttle until it kicked in. So I was pushing it really hard, and I hit a patch of oil.